If you visit Seoul, where do you go? Many tourists flock to the famous spots like Myeongdong or Hongdae, but there's a new hotspot now. Local youngsters love this place. Just a decade ago, it was a manufacturing zone that nobody would visit. This place now even has a nickname, the Brooklyn of Seoul. In this video, I will show you the Seongsu-dong. It's a district with raw brick warehouses with cafes, cool fashion boutiques, and there is always new pop-up stores from Korea's best brand. It just happened within these few years. Why did all this happen so fast? But to truly understand Seongsu, you have to know this link to the prominent Gangnam district just across the Han River, forming the urban backbone of southern Seoul and a world apart in character. And you will want to stay till the end. I will cover some new projects in this area that you need to visit. They are set to transform this neighborhood once again. So if you are ready, let's take a quick walk with me. I will share my view on how Seoul is blending its industrial past with a creative future. Surely if you have any other thoughts, feel free to comment down below. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. To get around Seongsu-dong and Gangnam, you must know the transportation. The Seoul Metro is the most direct way, and these two districts are conveniently linked by Line 2. Let me give you some history of this line. Before it was built in late 1970s, the southern part of Han River was just an outskirt of Seoul City. Gangnam was still farmland. Seongsu was an industrial area. The government wanted to boost development because of the explosive population growth. They introduced the idea of three-core city. It consists of the old city center on the north, as well as Yeongdong-po and Gangnam on the south. And the Metro Line 2 is the effective way to link up these group of districts across Han River. And since the train depot is near Seongsu, the line actually passes through Seongsu-dong as well. As a result, Line 2 got the trajectory it has today. It connected these two very different neighborhoods. I came to Seongsu also by Metro Line 2. The day I arrived had a big heat wave. The temperature was a record 37 degrees. But still, you can see so many people. Many youngsters were flooding this area. This place was an industrial complex back in the 1960s. Its location was close to the city center, so it became a hub for light industry. Small manufacturing businesses came here, like printing houses and handmade shoe factories. They chose red brick buildings as they were good against fire, durable, and not expensive. The manufacturing industry declined since the 1990s. The warehouses were left behind. In the early 2010s, young artists and creatives found these vacant spaces. They saw potential in the large, flexible layouts. Seeing Seongsu is becoming a place evolving into something special. In 2018, the Seoul government launched the Red Brick Initiative. The goal was to revitalize the area into a modern cultural district, while preserving its unique red brick identity. The area of the building preservation covers the most of the Seongsu-dong, with 3 metro stations nearby. After several years of redevelopment, this 1-kilometer-long street, which locates on the southern side of Seongsu Station, becomes heart of the district right now. There are lots of stuff going on here. You can see preserved red brick buildings that converted into shops, gallery spaces, and trendy cafes. At the same time, there are new buildings of renowned fashion stores. This juxtaposition of old and new creates a streetscape unlike any other in Seoul. I came to this Korean local clothing store. You can see the red brick facade is retained, yet the modern interior has small galleries with sculpture and art. These spaces function like mini galleries, not just retail shops. This creates a very unique character, the kind of decor that you won't see in their other shops in Seoul. New buildings here respond to the old Seongsu brick characters also. This local clothing flagship store uses red brick, stone and glass. It reflects the neighborhood's identity. But look at this coffee shop. which harmonizes the area's red brick architecture. The Tamarind Seongsu flagship store has another idea. They build a concrete framework but leave it empty, but the only thing they build is a glass transparent box on the ground level. This experimental concept represents architectural innovation rarely seen even by global standards. With such an emerging area that continues to develop, there are more big brands coming here to set up their new headquarters as well. Gentle Monster is a perfect example. They are building their headquarters in Seongsu-dong. It has an experimental brutal look with curves and geometric shapes. With the House Nowhere retail shop open later this year, it will probably exhibit giant art piece like they did in other branches. Also, Craft is building their headquarters in Seongsu-dong. It will become another new landmark. This area will have another wave of architectural transformation in the coming years. Gangnam and Seongsu, they are just across the river, but they have totally different development stories. Back in 1970s, there was a huge economic growth. The Gangnam area was planned from farmland. It became a utopian light grid system with wide avenues. It was a top-down vision of modernity, which was the trend at the time. The most significant one is Tehran-lo. It got 15-meter wide, 4-kilometer long road across Gangnam from east to west. It runs in parallel with Metro Line 2. This was meant to create a world-class commercial zone as well as handling high traffic volumes. And you can still see new projects recently and coming up that make Gangnam area better. Like the Starview Library I visited, which was a very Instagrammable spot for tourists, and the upcoming cost renovation by Hathrick Studio. In contrast, Seongsu-dong has a more organic approach. It's a bottom-up style of development. Today, population growth is gentler, living standards are higher, so instead of smashing down old buildings, the focus here is more on preservation. It's good to see these red brick buildings being saved, and the planet saw their value and revitalized the area into a vibrant, creative district. Seongsu-dong redevelopment approach represents the trend of city development across mature Asian cities, where we gradually value the creative reuse of historical access. Yet, Seongsu-dong has a unified identity with a city-led branding strategy. It could possibly get more international media coverage and hence drives tourism and investment, in which other cities could take references. I hope to come here again in a few years, and I'm sure there will be more exciting projects to visit. Thanks for walking through these two areas in Seoul with me today. If you are interested, let me know which area I should cover too. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more future videos. See you in the next one.